God is within you, your voice changes, your posture changes. You stop asking for permission to live with fire. And when you stop waiting, heaven stops waiting too. This is not a lesson. This is a summons. If you are hearing this now, it is because something in you is ready to rise. You have waited long enough. The silence you feel, the restlessness inside you, it is not confusion. It is a call, a divine order echoing from within, commanding you to stop living like you were forgotten. You were not made to shrink. You were not placed here to drift. You were sent, and the one who sent you does not apologize for power. The man who listens with reverence, who studies this again and again until it becomes his new law, he will not just change. He will become the living proof of purpose, sent with clarity, walking with power, and finishing what heaven began. Now listen. Because the moment you believe this truth, you will no longer walk as a man. You will walk as one who was sent. You have walked long enough pretending to be less than what you were sent to become. You have bowed long enough to fear. You have hesitated long enough in the shadow of doubt. But now the voice of purpose calls to you. And if you will obey what is about to be spoken, not just hear it, but obey it, you will never again be the man you were before this hour. Because what I'm about to give you is not motivation. It is law, not advice, instruction. It is the truth of who you are beneath the story, beneath the excuses, beneath the hesitation that the world has taught you to wear. And here is that truth. You were not made small. You were not sent here to drift. You were not placed on this earth to survive. You were sent with power. You were sent with command. You were sent with God Himself written into your spirit. And yet, most men live like intruders in their own life. They apologize for wanting more. They hide their fire. They speak with hesitation, act with delay, and wait to be approved before they move. Not because they lack ability, but because they have forgotten who sent them. And the world prefers it that way. Because the man who walks as if God is within him, that man cannot be controlled. That is why this truth is not handed out in schools. It is not printed in the headlines. It is not celebrated in public. Because when a man begins to think as if heaven lives inside him, he becomes ungovernable by weakness. He no longer listens to the noise. He no longer waits for support. He no longer serves fear. He begins to walk differently, speak differently, build differently. And the moment that man appears, systems that rely on confusion begin to collapse. You must understand this. Infinite intelligence is not far off. It is not hiding. It is not waiting in the clouds. It is within you. But it will not move until you do. And when you act in alignment with the purpose you were sent to fulfill, when you carry yourself as if heaven has given you a task, when your words, your decisions, your habits reflect reverence for that mission, everything begins to change. But this will only work if you listen, if you obey every word. If you silence the voice in your mind that wants to entertain, compare, skip forward, or analyze. Because the truth I am about to give you is hidden, not shouted. And if you drift while hearing it, you may miss the line that your future was built to receive. Do not let that happen. Listen with your full attention. Study this as if your life depends on it, because it does. And do not hear it once. The wise man will return to this message again and again until it becomes him. Until the thought, God is within me, is not a phrase, but a fact. Until the posture of one sent becomes your natural stance. Until your identity is no longer uncertain, but etched in divine certainty. You are not here to survive. You are here to build. You are not here to wait. You are here to command.
Grand Rising family, we're going to get started in 2 minutes. If you guys can screenshot that you're on this call, send it out to your chats. We're literally going to get started in 2 minutes.
You are not here to ask. You are here to decide. And the moment you begin to act as if God is within you, you will no longer walk like a man. You will walk like one who was sent. Now we begin. You were not created to hesitate. You were not designed to wait. You were not formed by the hand of purpose only to spend your days questioning your right to build, to speak, to move. Doubt is not your nature. Delay is not your inheritance. Fear is not your truth. These were taught to you, but the voice that built the universe, the same force that hung the stars and shaped the fire of the sun, did not create you with uncertainty. It created you with power and placed that power within your mind. Most men live as if they were never meant to live at all. They move through the day with hesitation in their breath. They walk lightly, as if trying not to disturb a world that has already forgotten them. They wait for permission to rise. They wait for approval to pursue what was placed inside of them before they were born. But the man who walks as if he was sent, that man does not wait. He does not wander. He does not beg. He does not ask the world to accept his fire. He walks with it because he knows it was not given by the world. It was given by God. You must now understand this truth. You were placed here by purpose, and what placed you here does not create failure. The infinite does not manufacture weakness. The source of power does not send emptiness. You were not born a mistake. You were not placed on this earth by randomness. You were sent. And if you were sent, then there is within you something greater than personality, greater than education, greater than environment, something
Grand rising, guys. Grand rising. The sun is out today. The sun is out today, isn't it? How are you all feeling? We're gonna. I look really shiny, but I'm just gonna run with it. I appreciate you, Miss Viral. Um, but cool. Let's go into it, guys. How we start off these calls, every single call, if we can put some gratitudes in the chat box. So if this is your first ever call, then how we start them off is you just put in the chat box one thing that you are grateful for. If you are grateful for waking up this morning, grateful for God, your family, whatever it is, just put one gratitude in the chat box. We always start these calls off with gratitudes because it is really important to put yourself in a state of gratitude. So I am so happy and grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm so happy and grateful for God. I'm so happy and grateful that the sun is out. I might actually just walk to the gym today. I am so happy and grateful for love. I'm so happy and grateful for opportunities. I'm so happy and grateful for knowledge. I'm so happy and grateful for insight. I'm so happy and grateful that deliveries come on time every time. I'm so happy and grateful for these calls, for every single one of you guys. Truly, truly. I'm so happy and grateful to be protected and led by God. Amen. Knowing God, we love that. I'm so happy and grateful I've woken up to going viral on TikTok. Let's go. This is a season of breakthroughs. I'm so happy and grateful that I said yes to this opportunity. I'm so happy and grateful that I woke up this morning. Amen. I'm grateful for being able to get on this call at 3 a.m. Silver, you love me so much that you stayed up until 3 a.m. Wild. I'm so happy and grateful for life. I'm grateful for my mum and my friends. I'm happy and grateful that I'm alive and healthy. So happy and grateful waking up and being a part of this community. I'm so happy and grateful to be able to make this call. Amen, amen. We appreciate you guys. I am feeling so good this morning. I've done my morning routine. I've got coconut water today, which I'm really not happy about, to be honest, but I've run out of actual normal water and I'm not really a fan of coconut water. So if you see the facial expressions, then please ignore me. Just gonna put my nutrition there, but let's get into it. So guys, okay, so I wanted to give you guys the option of what you want me to go through today because I was stuck between two things because I've been having, obviously I always base my calls off the conversations that I have because I have loads of insightful conversations. It hydrates you better, but it doesn't taste as good. It's coconutty. It's the greatest. But I want to give you guys the option of what we're going to speak about today, because I've been having lots of interesting conversations, and I know some people can relate to each one. So I want to give you guys the option because I'm stuck between the two. So I want you guys to drop a one. Don't drop it yet. Wait until you hear the options. Okay. I want you guys to drop a one in the chat box if you want to talk about forgiveness today, the power of forgiveness and why it's so important. Or drop a two in the chat box if you want to talk about your thinking mind, your subconscious mind, and your conscious mind, and how they work and how you can use them to really just kind of yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, I had that one ready. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. That says that then. That says that then. Cool. All right, let's go into it, guys. So I literally jumped on like an old training that I actually jumped on in like probably I went through my notes from like 2021, 2022, and this was a call that I jumped on during those times. And when I first learned about this information, it absolutely blew my mind, guys. And it made me understand that we are all programmed. Okay, like we're like computers, we're programmed. Whatever information and data you feed it, or remember it, just like ChatGPT. Okay, it remembers information about you, where whatever you ask it and whatever you feed it, it will now start remembering information about you, and you're essentially programming it. And that's the same with ourselves. And your mind and your thinking is all from programming. And I heard this powerful quote on the call, where it said, "You are not your thoughts, you are a witness to your thoughts." And that was so, so powerful for me, and really made me understand my thoughts a little bit differently, because are not our thoughts. We are simply witness to our thoughts. So sometimes we have thoughts and it's like, whoa, where did that thought come from? That was a bit wild, or that was a little bit intrusive. And it stems from programming. It all stems from programming, and the average person has anywhere between 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts. Okay, 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day. A day. So, and these are conscious and subconscious, and that's over 20 million thoughts a year, guys. That's crazy. Okay, and here's the problem: majority of those thoughts are negative. Okay, people fear, people doubt, people worry, people regret, people are insecure, whatever the case may be. They have like a scarcity mindset or a negative mindset, or they're jealous, or they have envy or self-hate, whatever it is. And these thoughts are actually not random. Okay, they are a product of your environment and your programming. Okay. And when I first started this business and when I first came across this information in 2020, I was a very negative person. I was very reactive. I was very negative. I was very angry. I was just an angry person. And I didn't understand. Like when people say, I can't help how I feel, or I can't help what I think, you can. You can. Your thoughts are not random, they're a product of your environment and your programming. And because of our environment, 50 to 70% of our thoughts are negative and self-limiting. I'm going to say that again. Because of our environment, 50 to 70% of our thoughts are negative and self-limiting. So what are the negative thoughts that we have? It could be fear. It could be lack. Okay, you could be thinking about past experiences and past things that upset you. You can regret a lot of things, or the biggest one that I see a lot, and I mean a lot, is victim mentality. People feel so sorry for themselves. People feel so sorry for themselves, and it's so wild to see sometimes. And these are thoughts that people are having on a daily basis. Okay, so we actually have two minds. Well, we have three minds, okay? But I'm only going to talk about two today. So we have the conscious mind, and then we have the subconscious mind, and we actually have a super conscious mind, super subconscious mind, but I'm only going to talk about conscious mind and subconscious mind. Your conscious mind, okay, and I really hope you guys are taking notes. Your conscious mind is the thinking mind. And then your subconscious mind is your emotional mind. And the way I like to think of it is your conscious mind is your masculine mind. And then your subconscious mind is your feminine mind. Okay, so your conscious mind is where you choose what you focus on, but your subconscious mind is actually what runs your life and stems from your programming. Okay, just drop a 1 in the chat box if I haven't lost you guys and this is all making sense. I don't know how you sort like coconut water. Amazing, cool. So when it comes to your subconscious mind responds to feelings and not logic. Okay, and we spoke about the TIR mindset last week. Okay, what does TIR stand for? For those of you that pay attention, I'm gonna probably ask this on every call. Got to have it from real coconut. Well, you know, some of us aren't as lucky to go out into our gardens and get a coconut from the tree, Silver. Okay. But what does TIR stand for? What is the TIR system, guys? Thoughts, emotions, action, results. Let's go. You guys pay attention. So the TIR system, okay, everything starts with a thought. Everything starts with a thought. Your thoughts affect your emotions, which control your actions, which determine your results. Everything. And if you're not happy with your results, there's something in your thoughts, your emotions, or your actions that are affecting your results. Okay. And when I learned this system, it's so powerful, so powerful. And people really sleep on it because it's literally thoughts, emotions, actions, results. If you are working towards something in life, or you want something in life, or you are not happy with your results right now, but you feel like your thoughts are great, you feel like your actions are doing everything, but you don't feel, okay, then it's going to affect your results. Okay, if your thoughts are not great, but you just feel like your emotions are okay and your actions are okay, then your results are fine. But if it's just action and then your thoughts and emotions are not behind it, it's going to affect your results as well. Okay, what you think with your conscious mind is key. That's why, guys, you can't be around negative people, because everything around you becomes a part of your conscious mind. And that's why it's important to separate. Okay, that's why when you come across this business, and when you come across this information, okay, when you come across this information, you start realizing the people that you're surrounding yourself with. When I first started this business, I had friends galore. Anytime I wanted to go out, guys, I could probably bring about 5 to 10 people with me confidently. But when I realized I'm surrounding myself with people that are not necessarily going anywhere in life, that don't necessarily aspire to be anything other than someone that goes out every weekend, I had to realize I had to stop surrounding myself with these people. And you're going to realize it too, that people are going to have such an opinion. They're going to share their negative opinions and place their limiting beliefs on you, but you have to separate. And this is why your environment matters so much. Your environment really feeds your conscious mind. And that includes the people that you talk to, that includes the content that you consume, that includes even the conversations that you entertain. Sometimes I will overhear conversations with my family and I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna partake in that one. That one's not any of my business. Okay, I'll just leave that one there. Okay. And it's also the energy that allow near you. Okay. every input becomes a thought, and every thought becomes a feeling. And that's why you have to separate to elevate. You can't grow when you're surrounded by complaining, when you're surrounded by people gossiping, when you're surrounded by people that are scared to step out of their comfort zone, when you're surrounded by people that love drama. What you're around is what you become. You are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So who do you spend the most time with? Who has a direct impact on your conscious mind? Who has a direct impact on your subconscious mind? Because this is where it all begins. If I was to walk into your room, does your room tell me where it is that you want to go, or does your room tell me where it is that you currently are? Do you want to, is your room screaming photos of your goals and where it is that you want to be and it's inspiring, or is your room messy? Is your room dirty and doesn't have any photos up and it's just doom and gloom? Okay, what is your environment looking like? Okay, you're not gonna, I'm gonna really force myself to like this, I promise, because I know it's so good for you. But when it comes to your environment, you want to think about it like this. When a seed is planted is in the wrong soil, it cannot grow. When it's not watered, when it's not planted in the right environment, let's say, it can't grow. Okay. When there's no sun out, it's not being watered, it's not being fertilized, okay, it's not going to be able to grow. And whatever you surround yourself with, it affects your thoughts. And that's where it all begins. So whatever you're thinking will directly affect how you feel. And how you feel will determine your actions, okay, whether you take them or you don't take them. And then your actions is what determines your results. And not taking an action is still an action. Just putting that out there, guys. Not doing anything is still an action. You want to always trace it back to your thinking. Whatever goes into your thinking, your conscious mind, creates how we feel. Okay, so let's say that we have some pictures of your goals everywhere. All you're seeing is what you want. So then how are you going to feel? You're going to feel good. You're going to feel inspired. You're going to feel excited. And when you feel good, your actions will then follow. If you're the type of person that you're not inspired by your room, okay, you need to start putting photos up of what you want. I don't care if it looks ugly. I don't care if it doesn't look aesthetic. If you wake up every morning and you wake up to the rank that you want to be, okay, or you wake up every morning and you wake up to whatever it is, whatever watch you want, whatever car you want, and you constantly see that, are you going to press snooze? Are you going to stay in bed when you know you've got that to work for? You're going to feel inspired to take action. And when you feel good, your actions will then follow. You're going to want to put in the work and you're going to increase your vibration. Okay. And then your results will then reflect that. But it also works in the opposite too. Okay. It works. It also works. It also works in the opposite way too. Okay. If you aren't thinking about your goals, then you're distracted. When you're distracted, you're thinking of other things that don't make you feel good. And it takes you away from your goals and it makes you not take any action. You cannot come home to a room, okay, and you've got your goals plastered everywhere and you feel tired. You're going to feel inspired. That saying is, you're not tired, you're just uninspired. You're not inspired with where you want to go and who you want to be because you don't even know where you want to go, or you don't even believe that you're going to get there. When you constantly put it in your room, like, guys, when I first came across this information, I printed out probably about 20 photos. No word of a lie. I'm going to try and find a video of what my room looked like. I put photos everywhere of what I wanted, what car I wanted. I still can't drive yet, but it still inspired me. Okay, it still inspired me to really just get up and go. And I had quotes everywhere of inspiration. So anytime that I felt down, or anytime that I felt like lazy, or whatever the case may be, it was like, you're not done yet. You still have your family to help. If you don't get up today, you're wasting another day. Like, all these things. And you cannot stay in bed when this is what your room looks like. I would have my goals and my affirmations written out. They literally, I've got everywhere. Okay, I've got a whole canvas thing that has a quote that says, what we do in life echoes in eternity. Meaning, what I do today is going to echo into my future. So whatever I do today is still going to affect. And then it's got a man of, like, he's trying to rub out the words, but it stays there. Like, the print is still there. You can't rub it out. So what you do today, you're not going to be able to rub it out. I'm inspired. I literally got a quote there. I've got my journals and everything beside my bed. Like, I cannot get up and sleep on my goals because my goals are everywhere. You have to know what it is that you want, and you have to put it everywhere. Even in the office, all of us have self-confidence formulas. All of us have the self-confidence formula printed on our walls, and on my desk I have affirmations on my mirror, on our phones. Okay, our wallpapers are our goals. Are you constantly seeing your goals? Like, that's the first thing. If your wallpaper, okay, on your phone, when you click on your phone, is something silly, like, I've seen wild things, okay? If it is not your goals, change it today. Whether it be the car that you want, whether it be the rank that you want, whether it be the watch that you want, the house that you want, whatever it is, put it as your wallpaper. You want to constantly see it, constantly remind yourself of it all the time. All the time. It's harder to give up on your goals when you're constantly looking at them. And I'm gonna try and find, and I know I have a video somewhere of what my room used to look like in my old house. And I literally it was so unaesthetic, but I didn't care. I had photos of what I wanted, what rank I wanted. I had photos of what I wanted in my bank account. So I edited the price, like the price. I edited the amount in my, like, I screenshot my bank account, and then I edited the amount in. And it's crazy because a lot of these things, like, have come into fruition. It's so crazy to even think about it now. And I used to write down every day, like, I'm going to read my journals to you one time. I know I've done this on a call about a year ago. I used to write down, I am so happy and grateful now that I am a 1,000 and I'm helping 40 people, or whatever the number was, 20 people make money from their phones. I'm so happy and grateful now that I run mindset calls. This was when I used to just sit and watch mindset calls. I constantly fed my mind what it is that I wanted to be. Like, I would love to, let me see if I can even see let me see if I can see these ones. If I can get my journals out. I always keep my journals here. Let me see. Okay, let me see. It's in one of these. But I used to literally say, like, I'm so happy and grateful This is literally like notes on notes on notes, guys. These are really, really old books, but I would put like gratitudes. Okay. I'm surrounded by people who love and respect me and hold me accountable. Um, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am debt free. I'm debt free now. I'm so happy and grateful for my family and their health. I'm so happy and grateful. I'm surrounded by a supportive, hardworking team I can call family. This was in 2020, guys. 2020. I'm so happy and grateful now that for the amazing food I eat every day. These times I used to eat terribly. Okay. What else did I say? So many things, guys. Like, oh my God, this is wild. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a Platinum 5000 in my first ever company. That was the rank. I'm so happy and grateful. I have a Platinum 5000 and I have impacted 225 people's lives for the better. I'm a 5K today. This was in 2020. This is wild. This is so wild. You have to feed your mind. I literally used to write all the time. I'm so happy and grateful I have helped 225 people change their lives for the better. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a Platinum 5000. And I used to write like, I'm so happy and grateful. Oh my God, my first ever call, I was so nervous I couldn't speak to people. And I was so like upset that I couldn't run calls efficiently. My gratitudes was I'm so happy and grateful now that I am confident when speaking to others. And when I speak positivity, others listen. Wild. Like I literally used to write this all the time. I consumed my mind and I wrote, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a Platinum 5000, probably every day. And these times I wasn't even my first rank. I didn't even have anyone in my team. Anyone in my team. I used to write down my perfect days. My perfect days. This is wild. My perfect day is what I get to live right now. Oh my God. This is so wild. It's so I can hear the birds like chirping right now. And as I heard the birds chirping right now, my one of like my perfect day says, I hear the birds singing outside my window as if they are singing for me, whistling words of congrats. And I literally just heard, this is so wild, guys. Like you need to write down, you need to write down who it is that you want to be. I'm so happy and grateful that I am now earning 4 figures a day from trade. Like this is so wild. This is so wild. Like guys, you need to write it down. Like literally, you need to write it down. Like so many, like I haven't even looked at these in ages, but so many of these things have come true, which is insane to me. Like I have 4 figure days in trading now. Like I used to affirm this when I was broke, when I didn't have anything. I didn't even have a person in my team, but I knew like who I wanted to be. I'm so happy and grateful for the gym keeping me fit and healthy. Like it's wild. I'm so happy and grateful for 5K. Like, and I used to affirm like these mindset calls. I used to affirm these mindset calls and I couldn't speak to no one. Like I couldn't run any sort of calls. I'm so happy and grateful for my strong mindset. It is improving daily. Like you need to write it down. You need to literally feed your mind as much as possible. Like it is wild. Like these, I'm so glad I kept these, to be honest, because I wouldn't have even remembered I wrote them down. And it's so wild to even open it today when I used to affirm. Yeah, one of my goals was I have paid for my dad's healthcare. I've cleared all my mom's debts, which is insane. Oh, this is wild, guys. This is so wild. Yeah. But yeah, write it down, guys. Write it down, consume your mind. with what it is that you want. Like, it's so powerful when you feed your mind. And if you don't write and you don't journal, like, I'm so glad that I write and I journal, because 5 years from now, I'm going to be reading the book that I write in today, and it's going to be that. Like, it's insane. And I really want you guys to understand it's so powerful. I used to write in these books like, I'm so happy and grateful, I'm confident on calls and I can speak to people. At the time, I didn't know how to speak to people. I didn't know how to run calls. I was really shy. I was really nervous. I had a nervous voice, and it was terrible in the beginning. But I affirmed because I understood who it is that I wanted to be. I constantly fed my mind who it is that I wanted to be. Like, my perfect day is waking up at 6 a.m., doing my morning routine, birds chirping, my day is mine, I go to the gym. That's what I live now. Like, and I'm not saying this to gloat. I'm just saying this to really like inspire you guys to take this information seriously, because I did. I took this information seriously. I like. I wish I thought bigger. I wish I thought bigger, because 5K was the goal back then. Like, and I'm 5K today, which is absolutely insane that I've opened it now. But it's insane. It's insane, guys. It's really insane. It's insane. So write down where it is that you want to be, who it is that you want to be inspired to take action. Every morning that I used to write down my affirmations, that I used to write down my goals, I used to meditate. I would literally, like, my morning routine back then, I used to have to do it before going to a job that I hated. So I would literally do my morning routine, then go to work. And I'm writing, I'm so happy and grateful I'm a 5K. I'm so happy and grateful I'm inspiring all of these people. I'm so happy and grateful that I get my days are mine, and I'm going to work. It was important for me to do that, because then I wouldn't have been inspired to take action. You have to have pictures of your goals everywhere. You have to listen to powerful audios. You have to read your books. You have to meditate. You have to imagine where it is that you want to be. You have to pray. I've prayed for this. I've been on my hands and knees crying to God, praying. You want to think thoughts of gratitude. You want to think thoughts of abundance, purpose, health, wealth, your connection to God. How do you feel? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel driven? Do you feel hopeful? What actions do you take? Are they intentional? Are they bold? Are they aligned with who it is that you want to be? So then that will then affect your results, growth, breakthroughs, momentum, things coming onto your path, opportunities. Or do you have a distracted mind where you're just scrolling and you're comparing yourself to others and you're worrying and you're doubtful and you don't even know if it's going to work for you, and you're thinking thoughts of lack and you're thinking thoughts of jealousy and you're thinking thoughts of doubt and fear and regret and victimhood? How do you feel? If you feel unmotivated and action and drained, you're going to be hesitant, you're going to self-sabotage, you're not going to take any actions, and then the results that you're going to get is going to be stagnation, setbacks, silence. You're not going to get nothing. It's not magic, guys. It's your mind. The subconscious mind is what creates your reality based on what you are feeding it. So what are you feeding it? It's based on the feelings that you're feeling each day. Whatever you feel, you impress onto your subconscious mind. When you think negative thoughts all day, you feel miserable, and your emotional mind continues to attract, it will continue to attract situations that will match that energy. So I have conversations with people sometimes where they're like, Sammy, I'm struggling, I'm so pissed, this and I'm that, and this is going wrong for me and that is going wrong for me. And you know my response is, well, of course it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Of course it is. Because look at your attitude and your energy towards it. You don't understand that things are not happening to you, they are happening for you. You've prayed for a specific something, and now things are falling apart where it looks like they're falling apart, but really they're getting out of the way. So you have a clear road to where it is that you want to go. It is, have you guys ever noticed that even when you start a 90-day burst, it happens the most? Or when you set out a goal and it's a big goal and you start affirming this goal and writing down this goal, all of a sudden, life starts challenging you. Have you guys ever experienced that? Just drop a 1 in the chat box. Life starts throwing curveballs at you. It's like, what the hell? I used to be scared to dream a dream so big because I was like, what is life going to give me this time? What is life going to throw at me this time? It's alignment. You asked to grow. For you to grow, you have to have growing pains. You asked for abundance. For you to have abundance, you need to know how to manage the money that you have right now. So you need to understand how to lose it, how to maintain it, and how to grow it. You asked for it. Everything that happens from the moment that you write down your goal or you set the goal in mind, everything that happens from that moment to when you achieve it is time. And what does time stand for? Things I must experience. You have to experience the things that are between you and your goals in order for you to get there. It's not, oh, it's a coincidence. Oh, the devil is trying to throw me off. No, it's a part of your journey. It's a part of your journey. And if you look at it like that, then you will get results. Then you'll get results. But if you look at it like, oh, life is so hard and life is so challenging and life is just throwing me off and this thing is happening and this thing is happening and this thing is happening. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I can't do this anymore. Hear it. Been there. Okay. Are you going to not do your morning routine then? Are you not going to write down your goals then? Are you just going to quit and give up then? Like, what is it? What are you going to do about it? When you think positive, you start to feel good. When things happen, like when we had the transition into the new company, so many people that don't do personal development were scared. The people that done personal development was excited. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, a big change. Oh my God, something's happening. This is going to be the start of something great. Like, we've all been praying for something. We've been praying for the same goals. And if this is all happening to us, then it means something is happening. Because I look at things that happen for me, don't happen to me. So whatever you feel repeatedly, your subconscious mind picks it up and turns it into your reality. That means if I was to look at that like a problem and something that is getting in the way of my goals and something that's going to hold me back, where do you think I would be right now? In a different position. You get to decide. That's where the trap is. You get to decide whether things happen to you or for you. You get to decide. So if you decide this is happening to me and I'm sick of it and I'm tired, or oh my God, okay, this is happening to me. This means that I've got a higher calling. This means that this is going to contribute to some sort of powerful story. It might sound so twisted and so messed up, but when I was going through my dark periods, guys, I literally looked at these periods like, this is going to be a powerful story on stage one day. This is why this is happening to me. Because there's no testimony without a test. So I'm being tested right now. This is crazy. Even though it's shattering, it's heartbreaking, it's soul moving, it's necessary. It's necessary. You have to look at it like that. Everything that happens to you is contributing to who you are going to be. It's contributing to who you want to be. So if you're not listening to audios, you're not reading every day, you're not meditating, you're not telling yourself that you're successful, there's no way you're going to change your current reality. You need to change what you're doing. And if you know what you're doing and it's not contributing to where you are, or you don't like the results, you need to change. You're not going to see any results if you continue doom scrolling. You're not, you know what's wild? Let's talk about what's wild, okay? Let's talk about what's wild. People have watched, what's that new movie that everyone's watching, that everyone's talking about? What is it? It's like a mum and she robs a bank or something. What's it called? Straw. There you go. You know what's wild? You know what's so wild? There are people in this team that haven't even gone through Forex education, haven't even jumped on a live session or a pre-recorded session, but have watched that movie because they seen it trending. You know, that's so wild to me. Like, I really look at people sideways sometimes. Because you mean to tell me that you want to achieve what it is that you want to achieve, and you want to be this specific person, but I don't see anyone that's making 6-7 figures talking about this movie. I don't. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. And I'm here to hurt some of you guys' feelings because your priorities are misaligned. Your priorities are so misaligned. Like, you say you want to be this positive thinking person and you want to, but what are you consuming your mind? I don't watch negative shit anymore. And I'm not saying don't go and watch the movie, because the movie has a powerful message behind it. Don't get me wrong. But if you've never plugged into education, you've never plugged into a live session, and you can quickly jump on Netflix and make time for that, your priorities are misaligned. And it's no surprise as to where you are, because you get excited to watch a movie, but you're not excited to jump on some trainings and learn something, a skill set that can change your life, and not only your life, but your family's life, your generations after you life. You know, trading can save the generation after you. Did you know that? Did you know that? We don't, it's not taught in school for a reason. It's not taught in university for a reason. It is a skill set. And that's why there's so much negative connotation around it, is because they try to put people off of it. Trading saved my life. How about that? Trading saves my life. That's why it's not taught in schools. Investing is a necessity. So plug into the education before you plug into Netflix. And even, isn't Love Island on right now, or am I bugging? I don't know. I've seen some clips from Love Island. I don't know if it's in the States or in the UK. I don't know. But people will be so excited to rush home and cozy up in bed and watch flipping Love Island, but they don't want to watch an educational video that can help them. Wild to me. And I'm not saying, like, please understand, I'm not saying that you can't watch these things ever. I'm just saying, if you've never plugged into the education, or 95% of what you consume is not contributing to who it is that you want to be or where it is that you want to go, you've got your priorities misaligned. I watch movies sometimes. I'm not going to lie, I watch movies sometimes. But what am I mostly feeding myself? Podcasts. What am I mostly listening to? Audios. What am I mostly doing? Reading. So it doesn't really affect me. But there's people that will sit there and binge on Love Island and binge on Netflix and binge on all of these things, but then say they don't have time to watch the education. It is crazy to me. What podcast do I recommend? There is The Impact Theory, The Diary of a CEO. I've been listening to quite a lot. I just find a lot on YouTube, or there's Spotify ones when I'm at the gym. There is, like, I have like a Spotify I listen to like leadership stuff quite a lot as well. So right now I'm listening to Maxwell Leadership Podcast, but that's for my leadership. Les Brown Greatness Radio is really good. Role Model is something I used to absolutely binge, and I really like this because it's loads of like different speeches, and I used to listen to it on the way to gym all the time, but now I really listen to like whatever area I want to improve. I'm really intentional about feeding my mind up, but I'll send you guys the link for this. This is on Spotify. And there's lots of like gym run audios on there and stuff like that. Like if I was to show you my Spotify, guys, you'll be able to see like I listen to all of this stuff. Like this is what I listen to. Let me show you. I'm just showing you guys because I want you guys to understand that I don't talk and not do it. I literally used to listen to this all the time. Finished, watched, finished. 15 minutes left, 1 minute left, 1 minute left, finished. Like everything I tell you guys, I've done. I've done it. Okay, I've done it. And this is what I listen to all the time. It's important to feed your mind and consume your mind with positivity. Okay, like please do it for you. Do it for you. Start feeling positive. Start thinking abundantly. Start consuming your mind with what it is that you want to be and feel good now so that your reality is forced to follow. And this is the actual work, listening to audios, reading every day, meditating, praying and speaking power of your life, removing your negative friends and removing yourself from the negative things and surround yourself with high energy people. You know what to do, but are you actually doing it? A lot of people know the information, they know the books, they know the quotes, they know the methods, but knowing doesn't change a thing. Doing does. So what do you need to change? Does your routine have to change? Does your standards have to change? Does your discipline have to change? You must show up and provide value every single day without expecting instant results. Control your thoughts or be controlled by them. Your mind is a garden and every thought is a seed. Your emotions are the water. You're either planting seeds of power or seeds of pain. You're either feeding your spirit or you're feeding your doubt. If you don't program your mind, your life will do it for you. So start writing, start affirming your life, start deciding who it is that you want to be, where it is that you want to go, and be intentional. Be intentional. I'm not saying you can't have fun. I'm not saying you can't watch your favorite Netflix series and all of these things. Like, guys, I watch movies. I go to the cinema. I do it all. I do it. Okay. I listen to music. Okay. But 95% of the time, it's audios, podcasts, listening to things I need to be listening to, educational stuff. Like if there's a skill set that I want to perfect, I'm studying it. If there's something that I know I need to improve, I'm studying it. I'm so self-reflective on, okay, cool, I need to work on this skill set. I need to look at this. I need to look at, this is the area that I need to work on. Back in the day, it used to be trading psychology. My trading psychology, my trading mindset was bad. What did I study? Trading psychology. My prospecting was bad. What did I study? Prospecting. My skill set was bad. What did I study? The skill sets. Find out what it is that you need to work on, study the hell out of it, apply action, and get good at who you want to become. Who you want to become has certain skill sets that you need to attain. So do it. So do it. So with that being said, guys, I kind of went on a little bit of a rant, which I didn't mean to. I kind of went off on one. Yeah, you guys are used to it by now at this point. But the point still stands, guys. Really, really focus on what you are feeding your mind. It is so important. please journal. Please affirm who it is that you want to be. Please affirm who it is that you want to be and where it is that you want to go and who you want to become. Okay, so important. Stop watching the news. Okay, stop consuming your mind with things that don't benefit you, and really just be intentional about where you want to go. Like, write it down. Like, you're going to be one day, God willing, you're going to be in a few years looking back on your journals and what you wrote, and majority of it is going to be true. Majority of it is going to be a reality. But if you don't put it into physical, then it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. This is wild though. This is actually wild. This is actually like a wild moment for me to read back on the journals, to be honest. But have an amazing day, guys. You guys take care. I hope I've hurt your feelings today with love. Love you guys so much. But I really want you guys to win so bad. And sometimes it's tough, hurtful conversations that make you feel something. And if it's made you feel something, then it will be followed by some action. So absolutely appreciate you guys. You guys take care. Have an amazing, abundant day and do something that scares you today. Take care, guys.